it's like I wasn't ever ready for the world. You understand?
Yeah.
I wasn't ever ready for the world, man. I'm still not. You know, I just don't know how, you know. Sucks. I see people, they just, like at that party, they drink with ease and they socialize with ease and they're all, I feel like saying, how do you do that, man? How do you really do that? I mean to, and I know what you're gonna. I think I know what you're gonna say, but maybe I'm.
What do you think I was gonna say?
Maybe I'm outside of that for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I can't speak to the people at the party because I wasn't there, but.
Yeah, you can picture.
But it seems to me that a lot of people who got it all together, their lives, living a very, very well modulated life, is that they have no doubts. I mean, they really believe in the American dream, or they believe in something.
I envy them. I'm not going to deny it, man.
Sure.
I'm not going to deny the fact I like their ease. I do, in a sense. But I couldn't, I don't think I could live it. I couldn't live it freely with knowing that what's going on.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. I don't know. Maybe I've gone too far and I've taken too many, I smoked too many, but my conscience is like, I'm not.
But if you were to live this life that you're talking about, life that you wanted to live, would it involve art in some ways? Expressing, because it seems like this artistic process in your life is so significant, It expresses all the pain, sometimes joy of life.
To be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from, and I don't know where it's going to go. And a lot of the reason I did it was for acceptance.
What do you mean acceptance? Acceptance by whom?
Acceptance of, I don't know. It sounds corny. I'm being honest with you, man. I'm being honest with you right now, man. But it took a different, after that, it took once I got recognized, or not recognized, but people liked it. Obviously, I'd never quit, but it's nice to be. I never had that, so I was like, my brothers were successful, I'm being honest with you, man. Well, man.
What did your brother do? What is he successful at doing?
In fucking my life up. He was successful in fucking my life up. Both of them. So, this is going to be bad.
No, we can edit this out, man.
No, let it go.
Okay.
I'm being honest, man. I did it because I wanted to be accepted. I did a lot of this art because I wanted to be accepted. I didn't know any other way to do it. And I got acceptance through a couple paintings, and I started painting more and more and more and more. So, there you go. It's honest to God truth.
But the fact is you stuck to it, even though it doesn't give you fame, it doesn't give you money.
There
must be something integral to your
I don't know
personality.
what it is, man, to be honest with you. I haven't a fucking clue what it is. I haven't a fucking clue. I've lost track. I've lost it. I've been drinking for fucking 3 years straight, so I'm not sure whether I did it for acceptance or I did it for, I know I did it for something, man. I know I liked it when I was doing it,
I wanted to get a reaction from you from this passage by also a writer who also paints. Also for him, I think painting was secondary to his writing. It's Henry Miller. And he has this essay, this short story on painting a watercolor. And I wanted to get your reaction on what you thought of what he has to say about the creative process. This is what he says. He's been painting all day, this crazy painting in watercolor. And he says, in a fury now I take the brush, and dipping it in all the colors successively, I commence to smudge the cemetery gates. I smudge and smudge until the lower half of the picture is as thick as chocolate, until the picture actually smells of pigment. And when it is completely ruined, I sit there with a vacant enjoyment and twiddle my thumbs. And suddenly I get a real inspiration. I take it to the sink, and after soaking it well, I scrub it with a nail brush. I scrub and scrub, and then I hold the picture upside down, letting the colors coagulate. Then gingerly, very gingerly, I flatten it out with my desk. It's a masterpiece, I tell you. I've been studying it for the last 3 hours. You may say it's just an accident, this masterpiece, and so it is. But then, so is the 23rd Psalm. Every birth is miraculous and inspired. What appears now before my eyes is the result of innumerable mistakes, withdrawals, erasures, hesitations. It is also the result of certitude. You like to give the nail brush credit and the water credit. Do so, by all means. Give everybody and everything credit. Credit Dante, credit Spinoza, credit Hieronymus Bosch, credit cash and debit. When you can draw up a clean balance, you will no longer have a picture. Now you have an intangible, an accident, and you sit up all night with the open leisure cracking your skull over it. You have a minus sign on your hands. All live, interesting data is labeled minus. When you find the plus equivalent, you have nothing. You have that imaginary, momentary something called a balance. A balance never is. It is a fraud, like stopping the clock or like calling a truce. You strike a balance in order to add a hypothetical weight, in order to create a reason for your existence. I've never been able to draw a balance. I'm always minus something. I have a reason, therefore, to go on. I am putting my whole life into the balance in order that it may produce nothing. To get to nothing, you have to lay out an infinitude of figures. That's just it. In the living equation, the sign for myself is infinity. To get nowhere, you must traverse every known universe. You must be everywhere in order to be nowhere. To have disorder, you must destroy every form of order. To go mad, you must have terrific accumulation of sanities. All the madmen whose works have inspired me were touched by a cold sanity. They've taught me nothing because the balance sheets which they bequeathed to us have been falsified.
That last line got it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Their calculations are meaningless to me because the figures have been altered. The marvelous gilt-edged ledgers which they handed down have the hideous beauty of plants which are forced in the night.
It's beautiful, man. It's great, man. That's absolutely beautiful, man.
What made you laugh? Was it
No, the humanity to humanity. Humanity to,
yeah,
inhumanity.
Yeah.
That's what made me laugh.
Yeah.
That's what made me laugh. Because I see it every day.
Yeah.
And it's like that's what made me laugh. I mean, I wasn't trying to,
No, I understand, but
that's what made me laugh. And because it's so commonplace, I guess. It's I don't know.
How do you see that? Like you said, you see it every day in your life.
Going down. I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it anymore, man. Because I have a disgust with humanity anymore, man. I don't want to be around them. I don't want to fucking see them. I don't want to fucking be around them. And it's a bad thing because, I mean, it's like I've cornered myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you always feel this kind of anti-humanity perspective?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I guess I did, but I just it was either that or act out in vandalism. When I was a kid, it was vandalism or I don't know. I gotta piss.
Please.
You want a beer, man?
No, I'm good. Thanks, man.